Hello and welcome to this video. And in this video, we're going to have a look at automations in Capsule CRM. So first off, I'm going to share my screen with you. So we can have automations within Capsule on either a sales pipeline or on projects. So let's have a look first of all to see how an automation works in practice, and then we'll have a look and see how to set up the automation. So if we go to the sales pipeline, then we've got this pipeline, sales pipeline dem. So what we can do is we can click on add opportunity, call it test, and we have to say who it's related to. So let's put it in for Lucy Lemon at Citrus Lemon. So the opportunity relates to Citrus Lemon, and we've added the contact Lucy. Not going to add any tags at the moment. And we have the milestone initial inquiry. Pop in an expected close date because Capsule uses that for some of the graphs, and pop in an estimated value. It can always be changed. We're not going to add a track at this point because I want to show you how the automations add a track for us. And we are asked for a source of opportunity. It's an important field. So let's put word of mouth. And we could assign that to somebody else if we wanted to. We can press save. So here we have the opportunity. And first off, you can see that a track has been automatically added. And that's because we've set up the automation to do that. So what happens in theory, and this is how to set up a good automation, is that we have five milestones within the sales process that we're monitoring and helping people to move through. So if we look at the overview of the sales pipeline, initial inquiry, meeting call, proposal verbally accepted, and this is a good sales process for a service-based business, and it's probably something that you might recognize within your own business. So we go back to the opportunity. So as I said, first off, the track has been added, and it makes sense to name the track so that it relates to the milestone that it's there to support. So a track is a series of tasks, and the tasks help us to move the sales opportunity along the pipeline to keep that energy going. So we might qualify, and then we might want to set up a meeting, so we can have these different activity types as well. So I'm going to tick those two tasks off, and then you'll see that the green bar has changed along the top. The opportunity milestone has changed to the next one, which is meeting call, and the next track has been automatically added. So I'm going to then tick those off. So these will happen over a few days, but when we get to the last task on that track, then the next track is added. This is the proposal track. And again, you'll see that the green bar has changed and the milestone has changed automatically. So then we would tick off those tasks that happen over a period of time. And again, it's changed, and we get to verbally accepted tasks track. So when somebody has verbally accepted the proposal, then we would then go to the next milestone, which is the T's and C's or the services agreement tasks track. So we'll be creating and sending that out, and then following up on it. And then when it's completed, when it's signed and completed and returned to us, the last task will be ticked off, and we have set up the automation. So the opportunity has been automatically closed, marked as one. And here we can see that a project has been created, because not only do we have automations within the pipeline, we can have and automations within projects, we can actually link the two together. So in this instance, the automation has created a project for us. The project is called test, and if we click on that test project, we'll see that the stage 1 tasks track has been added. So in projects, I've set up 4 stages. That could be kickoff, project delivery, project review, etc. So we have tasks to support those stages, and we have task 1 and we have task 2, and what would happen if I tick those off? Then the next track would be added, and the project would be automatically moved along the project board. So we have combined the two. We've gone through the sales process, we've got the win, we marked it as one, and we closed it, and we created a project. And of course, these tasks can be assigned to other people. So as soon as you tick that an opportunity has been won, then a project can be set up to be assigned to somebody else, and a task to be assigned to somebody else within your team. It's a really good way of making the team more efficient and just automating so much. So if we look at the automation log, then we can see that this is the automation log for this project. So we've got the record that the track has been added. If I pop back to the opportunity, which I can do by clicking on test here, then we'll see the automation log has the history of everything that's happened within that opportunity. Of course, this would take several days or even weeks, and we've just sped through that just to show you how that works. So now I'm going to show you how to set up an automation. So we go to workflow automations up here, and we choose the automation that we choose the pipeline that we want to set the automation up on, because we can have an automation on each pipeline, and on the growth plan and up, then we can have multiple pipelines, and therefore we can have multiple automations. So I go to sales pipeline. So what you can see is first off, we would have to switch off, but you can see we've got the milestones here and the on the right hand side. So I'm just going to click those off so that I can show you what it looks like from scratch. So this is a brand new automation. We can change the name of it so that it means something to us. So we don't necessarily have to have all the milestones in an automation. There might be a decision point, a branching off in your sales process, and you might want to manually move the opportunity into that next milestone or jump a milestone. So we're looking at a simple automation here. So let's add them all in. So we just literally click on all of them. So all of the milestones have now been added to the automation. So you can see that here. So what we do is we click on initial inquiry. We click on add action. And first off, we want to add the track. So we select the track to be added. And this is where the naming convention of the track relating to the milestone is really, really, really key. So we click on that, and then we have action when this track is completed. So here we have a choice. We can change the milestone. We can close the opportunity if we want to. If we want to change the milestone, we want to change it to the next milestone in the sales process, which is meeting call. And then we go to meeting call, and we say we would like to add the track. So we add the track, meeting call tasks track, and then when that's completed, we add the action, change milestone. And then we go to the proposal milestone. We add the proposal track, and then when that track is completed, we say to Capsule that we'd like to change the milestone. And we choose which milestone, and it goes to proposal verbally accepted. And then in proposal verbally accepted, we add the track, which is the proposal verbally accepted track. And then when this is completed, we want to move the milestone to T's and C's or services agreement. And then in the T's and C's services agreement, we add the action add track. We choose the track we want to add. And then we say, what do we want to do when this track is completed? And this is going to be slightly different. So we're going to click on close opportunity, and we want to select that it's been won, because if somebody has signed the T's and C's and sent it back, then the opportunity is won. And we would say that it's won, and then we add an action right at the bottom, which is create a linked project. So here we are now moving seamlessly from a sales opportunity into an actual piece of work to be delivered. So the project name will be the opportunity name. We can edit that later if we wanted to. We can assign it to somebody else or to a different team. We can even put an expected close date, and we choose which board we wanted to go onto, and then we select the stage that we want it to go on at. So I'm going to click on stage 1, and that is a very simple automation, because what we've done is create an automation on the project which says that at stage 1, the track that relates to stage 1 will be automatically added. So I hope you have found this video useful. I do have a second video which is more complex automations. So do pop over and have a look at that if you'd like to. Let me know if you have any questions on this or any of the other videos in the Capsule series or the 60-second top business tips series. It'd be great if you subscribe to my channel if you'd like to, but thank you for watching.